Hello, I'm Charlotte Atchley, editor of Baking and Snack, and in our August issue, you can read all about how More Than a Bakery's latest investment not only improved operations, but also morale for the team. Today, I'm joined by Bill Quigg, More Than a Bakery's president, to tell us more about the investment's impact. Thanks for joining me today, Bill.
Thank you, Charlotte. It's a pleasure.
Before we dive in, I'd love to have you explain to the audience a little bit more about the bakery itself. You built More Than a Bakery in 2017, and you really set out to create a different kind of bakery. So I'd like to start out by asking you, what makes More Than a Bakery more than?
Well, it's a phrase that we use almost on a daily basis. We challenge ourselves to be more than in all the decisions we make and everything that we do. And so, what it really means to be more than is to say, okay, this is status quo. This is what's normal in our industry. This is what's normal in business. And let's try to up that game. Let's try to do a little bit better than what you've seen in the past. What experiences have people had from their work before? And how can we make that experience better? And so that really carries through with policies and procedures. It carries through with holidays. It carries through with time off, and work life balance is really important for us. Obviously, pay and benefits and those sort of things play into it. And, it's really about being more than in a way that we care about our people and that we can challenge ourselves with every decision to just do a little bit better.
Now, the investment that you made that we're talking about today was a Schubert robotics line that replaced manually feeding cookies into the horizontal flow wrapper. How did that investment fit into that more than mentality?
Well, it's interesting, Charlotte, because a lot of times people think of automation as scary. And
Right.
particularly if you're an hourly line employee, you may say, well, I'm gonna lose my job. And so we really took a 180-degree view of that and we said, how can we be more than in this situation? And so what that meant was, first of all, communication early and often. We started out a year before the robots came in and we said, this is what it looks like. Here's how cool it is. Here's the different design work. Here's our partner with Schubert. This is the kind of company they are to do business with. And so every month we would give them updates. This is what's happening. This is what's coming. But most importantly, this is how it's going to impact our family members' lives. And that's what we call our people that work for us, our family members, because we care about them. And so is it going to cause you to lose your job? No. What it's going to affect is you're going to be able to have opportunities for new jobs that are more technical in nature, that require more training, much less manual. And quite frankly, the team got really excited about it. And so we had this big buildup and this big excitement that was developing. And so when the robots came, people were excited. I mean, the folks came in from Germany, from Schubert, and were like, they're awesome and we're having fun and really enjoying the whole process of bringing this automation into the facility. And then after it happened, it's like the whole energy of the bakery just changed. It was like it went from hard manual repetitive labor to wow, this is a cool energy level that we're manageable, we're predictable, we can actually we can talk and it's not loud, it's not it's so much quieter in the facility, and the whole energy levels just improved so much. So ultimately what happened was our retention numbers went through the roof. I mean, the folks aren't leaving nearly like they were before because they really didn't like that repetitive job. And now they get to come and do a job that they enjoy much more.
So instead of automation leading to them losing their jobs, it actually made them enjoy their job so much more, which is an incredible misconception, I guess, about putting in automation.
It's such a win-win for us. And it is no joke to say that we've had family members come up to us and say, can you please automate this job over here? Because it's really hard and it's repetitive and I don't like it a whole lot. And so when we have that connection with our people and they're giving us that feedback, that's a win-win.
What were some of the other benefits that the bakery enjoyed after the robotics line was up and running?
I think probably the biggest thing for us was predictability in our operations. Um, Having a manual line, you're very dependent on who shows up to work that day. And that can be impacted by they don't particularly like the job. So if they get assigned to it, they're going to call off work. It may be impacted by the weather. I mean, if it's snowing out or if it's hot out, people may or may not want to come to work, or they want to go to the beach or whatever. And so I think the predictability of just knowing that we can use a smaller, more dedicated and focused workforce to operate that line, and then be able to predict exactly the output by the end of the day, has been a huge impact for sure.
Well, thank you so much, Bill, for joining me today and sharing more about More Than a Bakery with us.